This fairy core has been sweeping all of the trends. Watch how I turn this into this, and then this into this from the Dollar Tree. Hello, my YouTube people. How you doing today? I am good. I hope that you are too. Well, we are continuing the series about fairies. I have to thank each and every one of you for the tremendous response to the last video. Thank you so much for all of the love and all of the comments and all of the suggestions. I am over the moon with everybody's responses and everybody's reaction, and you just keep me going. So how many of you would be interested in having Zoom master classes, sort of like a craft night with me on Zoom, interacting with each one of you? Let me know what you think about that in the comments. I would love to start to set that up so I can interact with you and we can get to know each other and we could just have a blast. I thank all of you for sticking to the end, but just in case you decide to log off early, don't forget to check out my new channel, The Lazy Entrepreneur, where I teach all about digital products and creative ways to make money online. See you there. So, continuing the fairy party, we have made, well, watch the video. So here we have our used candle vessels. I chose 3 of them, and we're gonna go over them with our chalk paint. Just give it a nice smooth coat. I give this about 2 or 3 coats. Here we have some nice printables that I generated. I'm gonna put a link down below for the beautiful fairy artwork that you see here, plus a little more bonus artwork. If you want it, the link is down below. I am going to position my little fairy houses on my vessel, and I'm gonna use Mod Podge to get it on there. This is such cute artwork. I just love the feeling. It's just so fairy-like and enchanting. I'm using this window, this 3D window that I got from the Dollar Tree, in conjunction with our flat art pieces to play with depth. I'm gonna put some more Mod Podge and put some mushrooms on there to show more of a landscape on what an actual fairy house in the middle of a fairy garden would actually look like. Here is our vessel with our window, and we're about to add some 3D elements with some nice flowers also gotten from the Dollar Tree. Here I'm going to put some twine around the top to sort of like neaten up and finish off the look. Here it is, our beautiful vessel fairy house, or houses, because there's multiple little windows where you see a lot of little fairies are sure to be living. I went ahead and I put some flowers in there and some tall greenery that I got from the Dollar Tree. Here is our candle vessel. I have placed 4 wicks inside, and I am also mixing my candle wax inside my molds to set up my fairyland. I like to mix the candle colors because it creates this really beautiful marbling effect. And in order to do that, you almost have to pour it in at the same time so that it starts to mix. It's so weird. It mixes and it separates at the same time, just to create that whole marbling effect. It's just something really beautiful I love to experiment with. Be careful, these vessels are hot. If you see me handling the green one, it's because it's cool on the top. Always grab it from the top. So I have this tree mold here that I got from Shein. I thought it was really cool. So I mixed that with green and I put a little bit of black into it just to give it depth, and it came out so pretty. That's going to be my centerpiece. I made all of these flowers using that same candle technique, as well as these little houses that I'm now going to cut the top off to create the little fairy house that's going inside the candle. We don't need that roof. That roof is just a little bit too chapel-y, and I just wanted to have a nice little roundish top. I'm putting all of the bits inside of the candle. We don't want to waste anything around here. That's going to create a really pretty effect when I start to melt the candle down. So I'm cutting this house in half. I'm cutting this house in half because I'm going to want to play with height on this candle. Don't waste any of those scraps. Put it right into your candle. Playing around with the placement, I decided to put my tree in the middle, and now I am ready to melt the top layer of the candle and the sides so that it can start to blend together. Here I am melting the sides so all of those nice little colors can melt together just to create some depth inside the candle. I'm melting the top, so you see how all of these little candle bits that I put in there merged and created these pretty colors. I'm now going to construct all of the pieces on top to create height, to create depth, and to create a beautiful fairy landscape. I put this spare piece here just to give height to the little fairy house that I'm gonna place there on top. It's gonna be so cute. It's gonna look like if it's on a hill. When creating a candle like this, I like to play with height and I like to play with depth. I'm heating the top of it to place the elements on top. Do not get close to this heat gun. This heat gun is hot. So now I'm using a pair of tweezers so that I don't burn my hand. That is going to melt together and it is going to be, it's going to melt together and it's going to be secure. I'm fixing the wicks so that they don't get buried. So here I am starting to construct the word dream. The DR are stuck together because it's like that in the mold. I created an E out of a different color. And again, here I am going to play with height. So I'm going to put a little bit of a candle that I had laying around, and I'm going to put the A on top so that it does play around with the height, and it gives it sort of like a whimsical look, something that's not expected. I love playing with scale, and I love playing with height, and I love playing with all of these dreamy elements just to create a beautiful, magical fairy landscape. I guess there's no right and wrong way to create a fairyland. It's all about how you perceive it and all about how you think it would look. You see the depth there with the mushrooms and the flowers and some fairies that I have placed there. They just look natural. They look like that's where they would be placed. It just looks really organic to me, and I love the way that this is coming out. Again, that heat gun is no joke. Make sure you don't apply it too long because your elements will certainly melt away. You don't want to melt off any of the details that you don't have to. Especially when all of these molds have all of these beautiful details, it's okay to melt some of it away, but you don't want to melt all of it away. I'm just playing around with placement on different elements that I have created to see if it fits into my fairy landscape. I did create a lot of these before for other projects that quite didn't fit yet, but I decided to save them because of things like this. When we're creating a fairy world, we're creating it with a whole lot of different elements and a whole lot of different unexpected elements that you would see. This candle is filled with so many little surprises. As you look at it, as the more you look at it, there's more things that you didn't see the first time that you looked at it. Like all the little leaf details that are in between, the bark behind the tree, the little unexpected placement of the fairies. It's just so cute to look at. The bigger elements, the smaller elements, the elements that don't go together. It's just whimsical and magical. I just love it. What would a magical fairyland look like? What would it look like for you guys? Why don't you put, let me know in the comments what it would look like. So now here you can see where all of the elements are just together. I've melted some, but it hasn't taken away all of the details. It all looks very organic and very natural, and you can still see the elements. Here I have a wall art sticker from the Dollar Tree that I thought was perfect. I cut down the bottom so it can fit on my vessel, and now I am going to place it around. This sticks like a dream, and it's like the perfect size and length, and it just creates such a beautiful depth to it. I am now going ahead and placing my twine around. I'm going to place it all around the bottom just to give it that finishing touch and to tie it into the rest of our items. I'm going to wrap it around a few times, and I'm going to put some hot glue. I'm going to put some hot glue on it to secure it. I'm going to tie it in a bow at the end, and there we are. We're finished with our fairy candle. Look at Norbert paying attention to everything that I'm doing. Isn't he the cutest? And here's our fairy candle, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that some of you guys try it. This candle made me very happy. I'm very satisfied with it. It just looks magical, and it smells like a dream, and I love the way that this came out. Remember, guys, there's no such thing as perfection. It's all about how you perceive things. You can create this project any way you want. So I'm obsessed. I have to tell you, I am obsessed. I don't even know what to say about this whole fairy inspiration. I have my little Nomi with me. He's been keeping me company. We're having a good time. We're creating. We're listening to music. And now he's recording with me. So Norbert, you need to name him Norbert. Hi, Norbert. So yeah, this is what we created this week. Guys. Here we are. We created, I don't know if you can see it. It says dream. And it has our beautiful fairies. It has the fairy house. There's beautiful flowers and mushrooms, and it smells so good. They smell florally. It just smells like what a fairy magical land would smell like. It smells so good. And then what did we make? What did we make with these empty vessels? Right? Because this fairy series is about Dollar Tree items and recyclables. So this would be the recyclable, I guess, and the Dollar Tree item, because these candles came from the Dollar Tree. So here is our recyclable. I just love this. The greenery and the flower is also from the Dollar Tree. And I just love how this came out. I cannot wait to show you the entire landscape of this fairy world that we are creating. I hope that you guys get into this. I hope that you create some of this. For those of you who have commented and said that you were going to make some of these items, please make sure to send them to me because I want to feature them in one of my videos showcasing all of your beautiful work. I cannot wait. I'm here. My name is Maria. I go by A Talented Latina, and I invite you to like and subscribe, but please, please, please comment. I love your comments. They really keep me going, guys. Thank you so much for all of the love. So these make really, really great DIYs. They make great party favors. They make great side hustle items. The fairy garden theme for parties is something that has been trending for a while now, and these will make beautiful, gorgeous centerpieces. I love this project because it's using sustainable items. It's a sustainable project. We are using items that we would normally throw away. And you know, I'm the sustainable artist, and I just love creating beautiful things from things that you would normally throw away. So I am so proud to present these items to you, and I am so proud and so thankful that I have gotten the reaction from you guys that I have gotten. I am completely overwhelmed and so happy that you have decided to subscribe to me and give me comments and give me encouragement, and I thank you so much. Our tribe is growing, and if you're new here, I welcome you to the tribe with open arms, and I cannot thank you enough. Don't forget to go grab your freebies. I have them down in the link. Don't forget to go grab them. I created them just for you. So the next video is going to be kicked up a notch, and we are adding fairy lights. So stay tuned and look for the next video in the Fairy Garden DIY Dollar Tree series. Say goodnight, Norbert, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.